my helicopter's a little bit late. Well, no matter, I can always use the new 2024 Isuzu Mu-X. Hey everyone, Vince here from AutoIndustriya.com, and what I have for you is the new 2024 Mu-X. Now, a lot of you guys already know what this SUV is all about, and it's proven to be very popular here. And why wouldn't it be? Because it combines the robustness, the capabilities, all the stuff you love about something like the Isuzu D-Max with the 7-seat 232 layout you would expect of a lot of MPVs. So it's a perfect vehicle that you would use when it's already raining and some streets are flooded, but you can also easily use it when you're out for a summer drive with your family. And right now, given all the sunlight, we are in the middle of summer. So what has changed with the Mu-X? Now, at first glance, it's kind of hard to spot because the look is very much the same as the one they launched a few years ago, and it still looks very, very good. If you notice, when they changed over from the previous Mu-X to this generation, Isuzu went for a sleeker aesthetic for the vehicle. They're no longer going for the boxy feel that you would still find with the Isuzu D-Max. They're going for something more sophisticated. That's why when you look at the body panels, it seems more sculpted rather than edgy. But don't get me wrong, when you look at the way the front looks, everything seems nice and pointy and rather cool. The way they did the front bumper, the lights. By the way, when these DRLs light up, it's very, very striking. The way they did the front grille in this gray is also very cool. Even when you look at the 20-inch wheels, these machine cut wheels look fantastic as well, particularly when it's all cleaned up like it is right now. But the real changes with the Mu-X, well, it's kind of hard to spot. And you have to look closely at the front grille, because if you look right there, you'll see a new camera neatly integrated with the front grille. If you look at the side mirrors, you'll see cameras on either side as well as in the back. That gives you a new type of capability, particularly when you're maneuvering around very tight streets. Later, we'll demonstrate it for you. The Isuzu Mu-X measures 4.85 meters long and has a wheelbase that is 2,855 millimeters. So it's a fairly big vehicle, and it does have a very futuristic, very modern aesthetic going on about it, given how they designed the body panels, how they did the greenhouse, all that stuff. But don't get me wrong, this is a very functional, a very robust vehicle that can do a lot of the things you want it to. For example, roof rails, you can mount stuff on that. It's load bearing up to a certain degree. And then you have the side steps, very much functional and very robust. But when you look underneath, you'll see a very tough ladder frame chassis. Yes, Isuzu is known for these kinds of things. They don't make crossovers. Up in front, you've got double wishbone suspension with disc brakes and coil springs. Here in the back, you've also got a solid axle with the articulation you need from its multi-link suspension. And you've got coil springs and disc brakes as well. Do all the things you want it to. And this one is a 4x4, so yes, it can go off-road. During the times that I get to follow a Mu-X on the road, I can't help but to admire what they did with the design. The clean taillights, very nice, black and red. You do have the Isuzu logo there, Mu-X emblem here. The nice lower bumper that shows you how high the vehicle is off the ground. But one of the things that many people miss about the Mu-X is that this isn't metal. This one is PP plastic. That's very unique in the SUV segment. Now, to open the tailgate, you can press the button here, or you can press the button on your key to be able to open that remotely. Actually, you can even start the vehicle remotely, which is pretty cool. Now, as you can see, it's a 7-seater SUV, 2, 3, and 2. But you can also fold down the rear seat to give you even more space here in the very back, up to 45 inches of length in cargo space. You can also fold down this to give you the maximum cargo space to be able to give you up to 68 inches in maximum length inside the vehicle for storing, well, whatever you want, especially if you want to go shopping for things like big screen TVs, no problem with your MU-X. Back aboard the new Isuzu MU-X, and we're here in the Tagaytay Highlands to experience it. And it's actually a great place to try it out because there's a combination of uphills, downhills, things that really put a diesel engine to the test, actually any engine for that matter. And for the MU-X, it's no problem. It's got a 3-liter turbo diesel engine and it makes 190 PS, 450 Newton meters of torque. So very healthy figures for an engine of this size. But what I like about it is that it just feels so effortless when you're driving it around here. That diesel torque comes in quite early and it helps motivate the vehicle moving forward. The transmission, it's still the same 6-speed automatic with 4-wheel drive in this variant. In some variants, you have either the 1.9 liter, the RZ4E. That one is actually very efficient, particularly when you're in the city. But when you're out driving, the diesel, the 3-liter is just fantastic. And of course, Isuzu is a diesel specialist, and that's what we like about their engines, how they behave in all kinds of situations. Now, handling, it's actually okay. I mean, this is what we expect out of Isuzu anyway. We've driven this car, this SUV, so many times before. The ride is nice, the interior even more so. Because when they updated the new model from the previous generation, when they did the interior, it just felt so much better when it comes to ergonomics, like finding a driving position that's comfortable and natural. Very, very easy with the electric adjustment over here, as well as the tilt and telescopic steering wheel. It just makes it so much nicer. And regardless of where you sit inside the vehicle, the space is actually really good. Even in the third row, I've sat there one time. It's actually okay for someone of my height. In the middle row, also very nice. And you've got a nice dual zone climate control system with a rear cooler to keep everyone nice and comfortable, even on a long drive on a hot summer day like today. Where Isuzu stepped it up is when it comes to their technology. Now this one comes with a lot of advanced driver assist systems, things like adaptive cruise control, AEB, forward collision warning, all that stuff you'll find right here. But also when it comes to the connectivity, Isuzu improved their 10.1-inch screen. It now features wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You've even got a wireless charger underneath for your phone. But also, it's got a few neat tricks up its sleeve. And for that, you know what? Let's go stop somewhere so we can demonstrate some of these new features. The big thing that Isuzu is hyping up about the new MU-X is their new AVM system, their 360 around view monitor system, because it just takes things up a notch when it comes to your visibility. Now, each vehicle, especially the bigger ones, the blind spots are going to be the problem, but in this one, it's going to be very, very simple to maneuver. So first, pulling out of a parking slot, have you ever clipped, let's say, the curbada or the sidewalk? I know I have, but I have the ground clearance to do it, so it's, no problem. But what if you can avoid it altogether? Well, in this one, you just signal right, and easily it gives you a view of what's beside you. So right now, there's a little curb there. We don't have to scuff it with our tires. Let's try that again. And then we can easily maneuver around. Even my guy shooting outside, it's very, very simple. And it just makes you the boss of the parking lot. Very, very easy. And that's what's really cool about the technology. And now, the 360 camera system. It gives you different views of what's around you. I can switch from the front right now. Let's try that again. Whoop, say front. The 360 camera system. I can switch to the front left. It gives me a view of that little roundabout there. So just to make sure that I actually clear it, it makes life very, very easy. That's what you want. You want a vehicle that, makes life simpler for you. It makes it more convenient. And when you're maneuvering around, let's say, your village and, like sometimes kids run up, that's something that really worries me a lot, especially with villages now. So this one just makes it so very simple and so much safer. Another big benefit of this new system is the blind spot assist. And you can put that to use, especially on busy roads with a lot of motorcycles, a lot of cars. It really helps cut down a lot of the blind spots you have in the car. So, for example, when you're driving around, let's say, imagine it's a busy road. I mean, I know we're in Tagaytay Highlands, but to demonstrate, if you have a motorcycle that's just running beside you and you're signaled right, well, you can see him right there, which is actually pretty cool. It just warns you of that. And of course, when you use your side mirrors, you actually have the warning light showing you that, well, there's a motorcycle there. Don't turn, avoid yourself the hassle of getting into any kind of collision. And by the way, in the event of a collision, hopefully not, well, you do have the in-car DVR built into the entire system. So when you go up to the DVR, the DVR right here, we can't use it right now because we're running, but we'll show you the B-roll of that. But it's actually recording pretty much all the time, and there's no need for you to buy any more cameras because it's all integrated into the system. You just, plug in a card and you'll be recording, no problem. Isuzu really worked to enhance the package of the MU-X for the 2024 model year. They really want to give you the enhanced safety that you and your family need on an everyday basis with their new line of vehicles. What Isuzu is giving you is the power of choice with the MU-X. For those who want something more practical, the MU-X starts at 1.675 million for the RZ4E 4x2 automatic variant. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the Isuzu MU-X and where you'd want to take one out for a road trip. This is Vince of AutoIndustriya.com. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.